If you know anything about the United States plans and strategies for consolidating power, this doesn't even seem surprising to you, probably. Or at least it should not.
USA paid Politico to have Gamergate smeared. It actually fucking happened. The crazy, stupid conspiracy theory turned out to be true.
Well,
that's not really a crazy, stupid conspiracy theory. Well, let me give you the quick rundown of what effectively the situation here is and what's it about. Before Trump, every leadership, every president has effectively tried in some way, or at least not interfered with the inside of the US, aka the deep state, effectively consolidating power throughout everything. And one of the ways that they do it is by making markets smaller, but not smaller in how much they reach, but smaller in the amount of players that are in there. If you ever wondered, for example, why in the US there are no real alternatives for internet providers, that's because of stuff like this. Because the easiest way to control things is, by definition, reducing the amount of things. Why there are no new banks opening in the US and they're just shrinking and shrinking and everything's going to the centralized 3 or 4 biggest banks? Because of these policies, because of these ideas, because of consolidation of power. Because again, the less things there are to control, the easier it is fundamentally to control them. And that's what is at play here.
You can imagine when you suddenly in your inbox find a termination notice or a leave of absence notice that you didn't expect to get on a flawed predicate that you're doing radical leftist insubordination. It's pretty jarring.
Flawed, she said.
And because there's so many lies and falsehoods circulating, and so many claims that people are sort of not with the program, I think people are just completely dislocated. There's no stable ground on which to walk. And then, of course, most of them have been laid off, so they're worried about how they're going to...
Oh no, what will the autistic mouthpieces now do? The horror.
Pay the bills and how they're going to make rent.
That's what happens
when you
get fired.
That is the most striking and, for me, inspiring, if not surprising, having worked there for 4 years.
She can do DoorDash.
Is that, you know, the people who work at USAID...
By the way, again, she's blatantly lying about this. If the termination was for no reason, you can sue for wrongful termination and you would win. Even if it's against, by the way, Trump himself, you're gonna win. Okay? But she knows she's gonna lie. She knows she can lie. Furthermore, all the people who are getting terminated from the U.S. government are not just being let go and then put on the streets to starve. That's not how this goes. They have security packages and stuff.
USAID did not come to work at USAID for the money. The civil servants, the foreign servants, the contractors, they came to USAID because they wanted to make a difference in the world. Because
that's the problem. Yep, that's the problem. See that? Yep, see, you figured it out. That's it. Learn the code? Yeah.
They saw...
Learn the code if you're an idiot.
America's interests as tied up with the interests of people, vulnerable people around the world.
That's right. That's exactly why you're fired. You're going to be working in DoorDash. That's it. Working on DoorDash on welfare. Thank God. Taking our tax money, giving it to random ass fucking countries so they can do drag shows. See ya. See ya.
The drag shows were just the front, by the way. Every country took free money from the US because the US was just giving it out for free. Some countries actually were competing who can make a stupider name to get free US money. I mean, you're literally sponsoring women education in countries where women are not allowed legally to have educations. Okay? That's what you were spending your money on. That's good. But by the way, while that is stupid, that actually did serve a specific point in the U.S. economy which made it stronger. We're gonna see now how that turns out, because the U.S. economy is not strong because U.S. has a strong economy. Far from that, in fact. The U.S. economy is strong because there is a lot of value in the dollar. And a huge amount of value in the dollar that was created by the US economy just printing out money without any regards is the fact that they gave it to countries for literally nothing. Effectively blackmailed to use their money for free. Which made the US dollar strong, viable, and a good way to do things. Now that there's less US money in circulation, we're gonna have to see what is gonna be the effect in 3 or 4 years now. Because it could be bad if it's done too much. It could also be really good. But that is something we're gonna have to wait and see.
Too bad. Have fun.
And so even as they're struggling to figure out how to make rent, all of a sudden, they're most struggling with the fear.
Nah, they should be struggling with the idea that they have never worked a single day in their lives, and now they're gonna have to maybe go and do actual real work.
That so many millions of people who relied on us as a country, on USAID as an agency, but on them as individuals.
Yeah, we fired them, and we don't give a fuck about those people. Get them out. That's it. I love how people like this. I wonder if they realize that this is like porn for people that voted for Trump. Do they know that?
No.
Like, this is basically, this
Probably
is the best case scenario. Yeah, like, this is, like, how many of you guys watch this and you're like, yeah, and then, oh, everybody, you're sad, and then there's all the people that don't have, oh, wow, yeah. This is, like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm so happy to watch these videos. I hate these parasites. Get them the fuck out. Absolutely. No.
Now, to be fair, Asmund did not know that they exist. He probably thinks that USAID stands for United States Aid. USAID is actually an acronym for literal agency inside of the US. United States Aid, Agency of in something. But it's an actual, it's not just aid as in aid. Again, dumb fuck doesn't know that.
Sympathy here? Fucking zero.
Not American, know that.
From me. Absolutely. It's cathartic, yes. These guys are posting their own L's.
They don't know that.
That those individuals out in the world have no place to turn.
That's
and
right.
Indeed, they're showing up and finding health clinics shuttered and
health clinics shuttered? Damn. How will Sweden now exist without that 400k grand to African tribal dance studios that have never actually existed in the first place? Again, this is all of this shit is just U.S. blackmail, by the way, to other countries. Again, I'm just gonna put it out very bluntly and clearly. It's U.S. blackmailing money to the rest of the world. And now that's not happening, and I wonder how that's gonna end.
Soup kitchens closed, and advisors who were helping governments renegotiate debt with China, those advisors, now taken off the books.
That's right.
So just the wreckage in the world.
Those advisors for debt in China were probably being paid by the Chinese government to make the lives of U.S. citizens worse, by the way. You can quote me on that. There is no way that China is not paying handsomely every single person who advises America in dealing with China. They're all paid for.
Is what the USAID...
They all have their own private mingly prostitute waiting for them at home and saying, oh, America, so good, yeah.
Staff that I'm in touch with
that
are
was
carrying
German,
with
though.
them. That's what's keeping them up at night, as much as the question of, what am I going to do tomorrow? And, how do I take care of my family?
God, bro, I've never seen a bigger W. See ya, bitch. Go work at DoorDash. Go do Uber Eats. Go work at McDonald's.
You fucking think she's capable of working at McDonald's? You literally probably would not be able to work at McDonald's.
Fries in the bag. Like, thank God. Get the fuck out of here. What a waste of everybody's fucking money. What a complete waste of literally billions of dollars, bro. Billions of dollars wasted on these retards. You're wrong, especially about her. If you're in charge of this shit and you're okaying different types of advocacy programs for social issues across the world, you are using my tax money in a way that I will vote against. That's really just that simple. So you might not like that. You might think, oh, well, that's mean to say, but fuck that. Fuck that. I don't care. You're right. You are right, especially about her. Yeah, exactly. She's the one in charge. Yeah, exactly. And I love how a millionaire is for Trump. You think I give a fuck about that? I don't care about the taxes part. That's not even the...
Well, the millionaires have to be for someone. I mean, what the hell do you expect, honestly?
It's not about a millionaire Trump. Oh, wow, Trump's going to cut my taxes. I hope he raises my taxes. That way we can put people like this back in mental institutions and we can solve the problem and people won't have to worry about it anymore. So, yeah, no, I hope that's what happens. Thank God. To deal with these people. This is insane. And this is what they do. And you can see that the moral capital that these people had for so many years has dried up. It's like they always go...
What kind of magical moral capital? I'm sorry. They were always hated by normal people.
They try to make these arguments about like, oh, we're helping people. People are afraid. It's emotional blackmail. And I think people are just fucking fed up and tired of it. It appeals to emotion. I'm sick of somebody trying to make me feel sorry for them. Suck my fucking dick. I don't care. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, to be fair, he's right. But also, he is a sociopath, so he doesn't care about other people in general.
It's embarrassing. Yeah, it's so much useless money out of your pocket. You don't even know how to do good. Exactly, yes. It's totally...
Actually, by the way, I'm just saying, it's not that much money in reality. The US is spending way more of its money internally on retarded shit. This is how... The funny part is, I mean, all of this should be obviously cancelled. But internally, the US is spending way more money on way dumber shit. This is not the real problem. I mean, it's funny that it gets canceled. About time. But it's not the real problem. Trust me. It's look at what the US is doing internally. You think spending 10 billion on Zimbabwe women's studies is bad? Wait until you learn that you're spending 100 billion inside of the U.S. for black cultural women's studies. Well, wait until you figured that one out.
Totally fucking true, man. Easy to help people when you're using somebody else's money. Exactly, man. I don't feel sorry for her, to be honest. I definitely don't. I'll tell you that. So yeah, it's that simple. And click on Alex Jones' stream. He's not doing anything. He's just doing some bullshit. Like, there's nothing else going on. I'm sick of people emotionally guilting me. Yeah, exactly. Why do you have to be so harsh? I get your point, but why do you have to be rough like this? The reason why I have to be rough...
That is... someone's already trying to emotionally manipulate him. Oh, why do you need to be so rough about this? Why do you need to be so mean about this? It's manipulation.
Like this is because these people will be just this rough to you if you try to oppose them. These are the people who tried to systematically disenfranchise you, tried to smear you, that tried to turn you into an enemy, that tried to turn your own fan bases against you. They funded websites that published fake and false and misleading information in order to slander gamers. These people are the ones that were responsible for it. Look right here, and I'll show you. Like, people think I'm fucking crazy. I'm not. Look at this. People wonder are tax dollars used to promote wokeness in video games? Answer is yes. USAID paid.
By the way, the only thing I'm surprised about this that it's not more. Like, the US didn't even put a fucking billion inside of promoting wokeness in video games, and honestly, look at us currently now. If they put in multiple billions, we would have been fucked because everything would be DEI infested. There would literally never exist Space Marine 2. Baldur's Gate 3 would probably be forcibly shut down by the feds. And yeah, there would be no chance. There would be absolutely no chance. But thankfully, the people who run this shit are old and stupid, and they don't understand how big of an impact video games are. They look at the fact that video games are creating more revenue, have more eyes on them than fucking movies, and they're like, well, I still don't know what this video game thing is, so we're gonna still put DI in the movies. Well, $1 billion to Disney for making something blacker. That's it.
Politico millions of dollars a year to write pieces like this one, which promotes diversity and describes Gamergate as disinformation and harassment campaign. So this is the thing, guys. I want these people to suffer.
Yes.
Because that's what they did to me. I want to set an
example.
Shut
the fuck up, you millionaire. Can't. YouTube, I didn't say it. Shut the fuck up, you millionaire loser. Okay, you didn't suffer one bit. You don't care about this. You don't leave your roach pit, okay? There's nothing you care about in general. People dying, your family dying. No one cares. You don't care at all. You just care about the attention here, okay? Don't pretend this ever affected you, okay? Shut the fuck up.
Rid of these people. Put them, like, completely out of their jobs. Get rid of them. Make an example of them. Say, listen, this is what happens. Gamers rise up. What goes around? Yep, what goes around comes around. And we're coming. I'll tell you that. Cry more? We don't need to anymore. That's for them. So, yeah. Hold them accountable? Absolutely. Watching you is like a breath of fresh air? No, I know. There's a lot of people. Trump's about to sign more orders. I'll look at that in a minute.
Oh, boy.
I'll see if I can pull it up. And now it's their turn to cry? No, I'm sure it is. But,
Okay, that's enough. That was the bold roach, man. It is what it is. 10 out of 10. Bye.